It's in the night here in the capital of Korea. I want you all to see this is where I am at the moment. Yes. Due to the COVID situation, many of those shops and businesses that would normally be open 24/7 are now closed. Some of them are still open. For some reason, they have an exception. But that's not what I'm making this video for. What I want to highlight in this video is the fact that believers need to start enforcing outcomes. Now look, you can enforce outcomes the world's way. That's through violence. You have amateur violence. That's when you have people on the streets picking up guns and knives, entering into shops, or putting gun on someone's head, give me your wallet. That's one way of enforcing stuff. It's not really that effective because you will have to deal with the retaliation by the police. Or you can do things the way the governments and the business world does it. You enforce it through black magic, and the population is left with no option but to comply with you. That's the professional way of enforcing things in the world. The amateur way is using brute, raw violence, and the professional way is use sophisticated violence. Both are violence, okay? So all this symbolism around me is violence on the masses. But it's not violence that you feel directly in your body, but it's violence that will trap you physically eventually, through addictions, through mental problems, all of that. But okay, that's the way the world enforces things. We are far better than the world. We have the resurrection power of Christ. So, when it comes to finances, we speak finances into existence. Well, how does it work, Rashid? I can't just speak 2,000 euros into my bank account and go to the bank and expect it to be there. I'm not telling you to do that. And why do you need 2,000 euros? Okay, what's the thing you want to finance? Decree and declare that the thing has happened in your favor. And also decree and declare and enforce repercussions on anything that hinders the outcome you want. And you'll realize that eventually you don't even need 2,000 euros. Things just work out for you with only a few hundred euros, for example. If it's you being a female believer and you really want a husband because you don't want to remain by the conjugal world single, well, it's not as a female. You can get a sex partner quite easily in this world because you even have online classes on YouTube now to seduce men, all that. I'm not telling you to do that as a female believer, but why not just entrust this sexual desire to God and let Him fulfill it for you? He'll provide. The same for you if you're a man. But you must be in line with Christ and not have those Disney fantasies that the world is teaching you, which is nothing but BS. If it's about safety, don't think, oh, I need to carry a knife or a gun or else someone may attack me. If you're in a neighborhood that's very dangerous, where people carry knives and guns to be safe, that shows how dangerous the environment is. That people know that if they don't have a physical leverage, they'll be taken advantage of, they may be raped or whatever. What are you going to do? Are you going to carry a knife or whatever too? No, because then you would be contributing to the danger unaware, and if the police finds you, you're in trouble. Are you going to rely on the police now to deal with it? Sorry, but the police is limited, and they're also part of the problem because they feed off of negativity to remain in existence as an institution. So what do you do then? Are you just going to find a way to deal with whatever happens to you? No. You send peace out of you. You trample upon the structure of violence. You do what you do through prayer, fasting, decrees, and declarations daily. You enforce safety on your behalf and on behalf of your children and those in your care. That's how you do it. When are we going to start enforce things, believers? I'm doing it. There are other believers doing it, also some of them even on YouTube. When are you going to do it? And because we have the real power, the resurrection power of Christ, we don't have to enforce like the world does, with brute violence or with brute force, because the power we walk in is irresistible. Anyone who resists our decrees and declarations will harm themselves. So we don't even have to force people to comply. They'll have no choice but to comply. And if they find out the hard way that they have to comply, it will be at their expense. That's the beautiful thing of walking by faith. You don't have to force people to comply because they will have no choice but to comply. And if they end up paying the price for resisting you, that's on them. Because the power you're operating is legitimate. It's not black magic and it's not brute force. So they can never sue you for anything. When are we starting to decree and declare and enforce things, believers? When? Do it now. Be at peace.